is Madison McLaughlin, and today for my informative speech, I wanted to inform my audience about the sport of golf. I joined golf my sophomore year in high school. It was my first time ever playing golf. I just joined the golf team. I really did it just to hang out with my friends outside of school, just as a fun thing to do. Also, I needed my Hope credit waived. That's basically your PE class, so I didn't go to PE class. I did golf instead for 2 semesters to get out of that. I've learned to love the sport, honestly. I think it's so fun, and just all its little techniques about it is really interesting. And I figured I would do my speech on it. I just think of it like, picture you're playing on a big green course like this, and the hole is right over here, and you have to make it in less than probably 5 shots. It's a lot more challenging than people think. Golf has been around for centuries. It's one of the most common sports just because it's been around for so long. Even if you don't play, its history shows why it's so important still to this day. In today's speech, I want to explain where golf came from, the origins, how it's played, the basics of it, and why it's still relevant and matters in today's world. So let's start off with where golf began. Let's see. In the 1400s, golf appeared in Scotland. People used stones and sticks to play golf in fields. As you can see in this picture, St. Andrews is actually the home of golf. It's where it all started, and it helped spread the actual sport worldwide, which is super cool. I couldn't imagine hitting a stone with a stick. I think that's impossible. But now that we know kind of where it started, that's where a lot of like scientists and people like that think where this has started. But now that we know where it started, let's see how the game is actually played in some basic form. It's pretty confusing. The standard course is 18 holes. You have par for every hole. Par is the number of strokes you're supposed to get it in the hole. My favorite hole is probably par 3s because they're super short and I can't hit that far. But yeah, so the goal of the sport is really just to get it into the hole in the fewest strokes possible. You use different clubs for different distances, accuracy, and putting. For putting, that would be like your mini golf. You use a certain club just for that putting green, and the bigger the club, usually the further it goes, or the higher the degree, the higher it goes in the air. Rules in golf pretty much just cover like hazards. If there's a tree in your way, you can move it over, the length of a club, lost balls. That can be hard to determine when you're playing in a match. I've learned the hard way also. And just golf etiquette. For example, when someone's hitting, you're not supposed to talk, make any noise. It's supposed to be silent. And beyond just playing, golf matters today because of its impact. It has so much impact on the world that we don't even realize. Moving forward, golf is still relevant decades and decades later due to millions of people play. I'm sure many of grandparents play that have taught their grandparents. Unfortunately, none of my grandparents played, so I kind of had to learn on my own, and none of my parents play either, but it's okay. So people play professionally and recreationally. Professionally, there's matches called the Masters and the Open. This is a picture of the Masters. It's a like worldwide known event. It's super cool. A little fun fact about the Masters is you're not supposed to have your phone there at all, which is pretty weird for today's world. So they've kind of stuck to the old ideas pretty much. But this attracts a lot of global attention, and this increases economic values a lot. Golf is very popular. So yeah, and by bringing it all together, I wanted to wrap things up. Let's see. Today we looked at where golf began, the origins, the basics of how to play, and the importance of golf years later. Golf isn't just a game, it's a tradition. So the next time you see someone teeing off, you'll know there's a lot more to that swing than just hitting the ball. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.